Hey guys, it's so great to see you all again. I'm excited to read to you all today, and for a special treat, we're going to read chapter 11 and chapter 12. So 2 chapters in one video. I know you can barely contain yourself. Will is joining us today, and he's going to sit and listen as I read. And again, I hope that you guys are having a great day, and I look forward to seeing you all very soon. All right, so let's get started. Chapter 11. When I wake the next morning, I'm sore all over. I have aches and pains in places that I didn't even know were capable of producing aches and pains. It takes me a moment to remember why I feel like the last man standing in the Royal Rumble. Oh yeah, last night. With the immediate danger of the hairy eyeball monster over, my mind goes to the zombie parade and the shrieking. That's the scariest thing yet. Scary because it felt like something was controlling the zombies. Some sound drawing them in. Some great evil force at work. My eyes flicker open and suddenly it's me doing the shrieking. Dirk and June are staring at me like I'm some sort of alien who just landed on Earth. What happened to you last night? I sit up and wipe drool from my lip. A big patch of saliva shaped like Darth Vader has formed on my pillow. I awkwardly try to prop my elbow over it. Don't need June seeing my Darth Vader drool. Would you guys believe me if I said we went to a parade? I ask. Dirk throws one boot-clad foot up on the table and sips from a mug of hot coffee. No, I would not. Well, take a look at this, I say, grabbing my camera and tossing it to June. June glances down and her eyes go wide. I'm waiting for her to gasp, exclaim, or express shock somehow. But instead, she just burst out laughing. Stop, wait, I say, scrambling out of my little sleep area and yanking the camera from June's hands. I frantically flip past the beyond embarrassing photos. Here, this one, don't click backward, just forward. Just forward. June, still giggling, clicks ahead and her giggling quickly comes to a halt. Her eyes are wide as she looks at the endless march of zombies. There are so many of them, she says softly. We could have wiped a whole load of them out at once, Dirk growls. Should have brought me with you. Dirk, we don't wipe out zombies. Zombies used to be people. We only wipe out the bad monsters. Anyway, you can't tell from the photo, but the zombies were all marching together, like they were going somewhere. Quint can probably explain better. June hands me back the camera. Quint's in his workshop. Dirk nods. I heard 3 explosions, 2 bangs, and a bunch of gee golly willikers. Kid must be working on something real nuts. I'm not surprised. After what we saw last night, I'm sure Quint's got ideas for about 6 new gadgets and 19 possible plans of attack. Guys, I say after a moment, we heard that shrieking noise again. It was like that noise was calling the zombies, making them go toward it. June and Dirk exchange worried glances. Well, where did they go? Don't know. We only followed them as far as Main Street. That's when we ran into the hairy eyeball monster. Excuse me, the what? June asked. I plop my head back down in the Darth Vader drool and wave at the camera. Next pic. June clicks and her eyes about pop out of her skull. Dirk leans over, looks at the picture, and cracks his knuckles. Yeah, I say, the situation got a little hairy. I grin. Dirk and June look at me like I'm quite dumb. That's a great joke. Situation got hairy. A monster that's all hair? Come on. Still, no one laughs. June shakes her head. Jack, you shouldn't have gone without us. We're a team, remember? I shrug. You were sleeping. June looks like she's about to slug me, but I'm saved by Quint. He's in the yard shouting, Friends, hurry down here, please. I have something to unveil. Jack, you woke me up at 3 a.m. last week because you needed someone to play Lego Marvel with. But you're telling me you didn't wake me for a parade of undead monsters? You needed your beauty rest. I, on the other hand, am already super handsome. Beauty rest not needed. And that was the end of chapter 11. So let's start chapter 12. Jack, if you would please walk toward me. I don't like this, not one bit. June elbows me. Oh, what's the matter, Jack? Scared to cross your own backyard? Me? Scared? Ha, I say. I boldly stomp towards Quint. Grass squishes loudly beneath my sneakers. This is no problem, zero problem. But Quint grins then, a sick grin, a devious Quint grin. Devious Quint grins are never good. The kid looks like a Bond villain every time he plots a move in Monopoly. My next step is followed by a sudden snapping sound as something tightens around my ankle. It's like a hand snatching me. Zombie in the ground, I shriek. Grounders, we got grounders. And then, yoink. Ah! Okay, false alarm, not grounders. Please just forget that ever happened. Me yelling about the grounders. Grounders aren't a thing. It was, in fact, a Quint invention, a particularly cruel Quint invention. June burst out laughing. She has a deep, loud laugh that makes my heart happy, and Dirk chuckles like a little kid. Look at this, he's like a piñata. Poke, jab. You are bad friends. Quint talks to Dirk and June like he's Tony Stark presenting some new suit of armor. Now, Quint says, I assume you're wondering why our friend Jack is hanging upside down? Not really, Dirk says. I'm just enjoying it, June says. He'd make a good Christmas tree ornament. Just wrap some lights around him. What do you say, Jack? I hate all of you, I mutter. That's not very festive, June says. Listen carefully, Quint says. I've long suspected zombies were disappearing. 2 months ago, we couldn't turn a corner without a zombie pouncing. Now, zombie hidey holes are nearly empty. I didn't know why until last night when we heard the shrieking and saw the parade. Guys, I interrupt, all the blood is rushing to my head. I can't really see. My friends ignore me. Of course, you're telling me something is making a freaky shrieking sound, and that sound is calling zombies away from Wakefield? Dirk asked. But what? June asked. I don't know, Quint says. In fact, I haven't the faintest idea. But something was causing them to shuffle together to some location, and I intend to find out what. June gives me another little shove. Can I just again mention how much I absolutely love Upside Down Jack? She says, can we keep him like this? Finally, I erupt. First, everyone stop pushing me. Second, what does me hanging here have to do with all this? Why did I get snared? Because, Quint says, we're going to use a snare to catch our very own zombie. We'll bring the zombie here, and then the next time we hear the shrieking, we set the zombie loose, and we follow it. That's how we solve this mystery. And that's the end of chapter 12. The next time we're together, we'll be reading chapter 13. I hope you all enjoyed that reading and the video, and I hope you all have a spectacular Tuesday. Bye.